Today's video is on a topic that affects millions of people around the world but does not get talked about enough: depression. Whether you've heard about it or you know someone who's experienced it or you've experienced it yourself, this video is here to break it down on what depression is and what it looks like. Let's start with the basic. What is depression? Well, it is much more than just feeling sad or having a bad day. We all feel down from time to time, but depression is something different. It is a mental condition that affects how you feel, how you think, and even how you handle your daily activities like eating, sleeping, or working. And it can last for weeks, months, or even years. Depression can show up in so many ways. Some common signs include feeling tired all the time, even after a full night's sleep, losing interest in things that used to make you happy, having troubles in concentrating or making decisions, change in sleep patterns, either sleeping too much or too little, and for some, it can even show up as a physical symptoms like headaches or digestive issues.
The most challenging part of depression is that people often feel it's invincible, and they think if it's invincible, then it is not real. But trust me, depression is real. And most people living with depression, the pain and the trauma can be overwhelming. But guess what? You don't have to do it alone.
Depression can be incredibly isolating. It makes you feel like you're trapped in your own mind, like no one could possibly understand what you're going through. From a family's point of view, depression can be very difficult or even harder to cope with. Families may feel helpless or unsure on how to support their loved ones. Communication breaks down and family dynamic can become tensed. Now let's talk about nursing care. How do we as nurses approach depression? First step is assessment. We need to observe signs like change in sleep patterns, mood swings, withdrawal from social interactions, and lack of motivation. But beyond observation, we need to open a dialogue with our patients. Asking questions in a non-judgmental and compassionate way can help us better in understanding their state of mind. Once we have a better picture of a patient's state of mind, then we can implement care plan. Nursing care for depression involves both psychological and practical support, active listening, creating a safe space for your patients to talk about their feelings, encouraging healthy routine, promoting social interaction, medication management, working with psychologists and social workers to provide comprehensive care. Every patient's needs are different, so flexibility is the key. Remember, small steps are important. Celebrating little wins like getting out of bed or attending a group section can help in a patient's recovery. So how do we evaluate as a nurse if our care was successful? Recovery from depression looks different for everyone, but there are key indicators we can look into. Improved mood. The patient begins to feel more hopeful and there is reduction in feeling of hopelessness. Increased activities. The patient starts to engage more in daily activities, even if it's just taking a walk or doing small tasks. Social interaction. They reconnect with friends and family and more open to spending time with others. Enhanced self-care. They regain interest in personal hygiene, nutrition, and sleep routines. As a nurse, it's important to track these improvements over time. However, even when a patient shows signs of improvement, ongoing support is essential. Depression can be a chronic condition, so it's important to plan a long-term care. This might include regular follow-up, ongoing therapy, or lifestyle change. In conclusion, nursing care for depression is all about patience, compassion, and understanding. By recognizing the signs, providing effective care, and evaluating the progress, we can truly make a difference in our patients' life. Depression is a challenging illness, but with the right care and support, recovery is possible.
If you're watching this right now and you've been struggling, it's okay to ask for help. Reaching out to a family member, friends, or counselor doesn't make you weak. It only shows you are brave and you are strong and you can beat this.
But here is something very important to remember. You are not alone. Depression is more common than you think. In fact, over 300 million people worldwide live with depression. And while it can be overwhelming, there is help available and recovery is possible. I know asking for help can be hard. You might feel like you don't want to be a burden, or you might think that no one will understand. But trust me, there are people who care about you and want to help you get through this. Depression does not make you weak. It's not something you should be ashamed of.
And if you are someone who has a friend or a family member going through depression, your support can make all the difference. Sometimes just listening without judgment can be the lifeline, all that they need. You don't have all the answers, but showing up and saying, I am here for you, can mean more than you know.
Together we can help break this stigma around mental health. The more we talk about depression and other mental health conditions, the easier it becomes for people to reach out for support. Let's spread awareness and show that no one has to go through this alone. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, your mental health matters and you matter. Take care of yourself.